Elie Klimos doesn't consider himself a supporter of the Syrian regime. The fresh lawyer argues that like any young person from his generation, he is fully aware of the political, military and social crisis that Lebanon's Christians have endured because of this regime. He speaks with great enthusiasm about his personal struggle to end the Syrian military presence in his country, and he admits that the Syrian people have the right to revolt against the dictatorship. Despite all that, Elie shares the fears voiced by the Maronite Patriarch that Christians may end up paying the price of a regime fall. He believes that the Lebanese shouldn't interfere in Syrian affairs and must unify around their spiritual leader.
Of course, we are going to be afraid that predecessors and extremists will come, because the entire region is boiling and we cannot bear any more fundamentalists of any kind or type or party.
Concerned that Sunni fundamentalists take over power in Syria is the argument most repeated by pro-Syrian Lebanese Christian parties led by the Free Patriotic movement, which prior to its alliance with Hezbollah was one of the fiercest opposition groups against Damascus, and also maybe one of the most oppressed by it.
The situation does not have any political dimensions like supporting any political regime or anything. The situation is about expressing or assuring the concern about what happened in the region, especially in Iraq.
Christian critics of the Patriarch's statement, in which he argued that President Assad should be given a chance to proceed with reforms that he has started, varied in intensity between those who saw in it an invitation for Christians to arm and those who considered it inconvenient because it fails to reflect the historical position of the Maronite Church. According to those who believe in this opinion, Christians, like all other Lebanese, should be concerned about what kind of regime will come after Assad without linking their existence to that of a dictatorship. Especially, they say, because what happened with Christians in Iraq and what could be feared in Egypt and Syria doesn't apply in Lebanon, for the simple reason that they are not a minority here and they constitute a strong political power that has always known how to defend its existence. They also stress on the role that Syrian intelligence have played nurturing, managing and using Sunni fundamentalists in Lebanon.
Islamic fundamentalism is not specific to a certain Islamic sect. Hezbollah is fundamentalist, and its fundamentalism is deeply rooted and armed. Syrians are rising up and they have only themselves to rely on. Supporting them is a must.
The strongest Christian criticism of the Patriarch's remarks didn't come from Lebanon, but from Syria itself, where members of the opposition didn't just sign petitions denouncing his statements, but also consider that he has launched a war against them. Alia Ibrahim, al-Arabiya, Beirut.